study for a geography test. When a burger with steak, butter, and bacon.
샛별 샛별
All right. So I know
description says West of Loathing. However, the game that I found is so new, they do not have a category for it yet. I'm not going to be the person that says that I am the first one to play this, because I doubt I am. But I was so excited when I saw it that I knew I had to share. Wait one more minute and we'll start at 3. Oh, I'm so excited. I found this at complete random, by the way. I was not expecting to find it. I didn't even know I was going to get it when I first saw it. But I've played both of the other 2 games, and I knew I had to at least attempt playing this one, because I knew it was going to be good. Oh, okay. It is officially 3 o'clock, so we're going to go ahead and get this ball rolling. I apologize for any vacuuming sounds. It is Saturday, so usually a cleaning day kind of deal. Hello, Shadow Kitty. Are you going to help me stream? Meow. All right. Let's see, is it showing up? Yes, it is. Awesome. And turn it up to 25. Welcome, my friends, to Shadows over Loathing. This is the newest game in the Loathing series. And if you guys don't get the joke of the whole Shadows over Loathing, it's actually a spoof off of a, what was it? The Shadows over Innsmouth, which is a H.P. Lovecraft book within the Cthulhu mythos. So I bet you we're gonna have some fun Cthulhu shenanigans in this game. Moving company, it's how you move. This smells like a diner, and it smells like they're open. Hopefully they don't have a no shirt, no shoes magazine stuck to your face, no service sign posted. Let's go inside. The Nightingale Diner. Look, it's pie! Welcome, Nightingale welcomes all travelers. Look, it's pie. You shouldn't bother anybody until you get this magazine off your face. There's some kind of big glass and metal box here, but you can't actually see what it is. Bathroom? You blunder your way into the bathroom and eventually find the sink. After fumbling with the faucet for a while, you manage to disentangle yourself from the magazine. You stare into the mirror, revealing my face! I kinda like that one. I'm gonna go with that one. There you are. Hey! Hello. Humph! The way these young women act these days with their short hair and their sassy talk and their dresses that don't cover their ankles. It's scandalous. And those dances they do, flailing around like I don't know what. I'd have thought Prohibition would have put a kibosh on that sort of tomfoolery, but no, sir. Can't imagine dancing a waltz to the music they're playing nowadays, though. And that's the problem right there. This newfangled jazz music with all the drums and clarinets and such. What kind of word is that anyway? Jazz. I think our cups got swished. You're supposed to be drinking decaf. These two are still ranting about the problem with kids these days. Well, one of them. Ooh, they've got one of those new meat-operated multi-selection phonographs, or juke boxes, as the kids call them. Neat. Hey, there's something in the coin return. Nice. I get one meat. Pie. Coffee. Try coffee. You'll like it eventually. Isn't that the truth? A couple of young women are chatting breezily over coffee. Hey, kitten, what town is this? Poughkeepsie, you two traveling? Yeah, Ocean City's still turning into a real sawmill, so we boosted her jelly beans freezer for a weekend whirl to the hot potato. Oh, Bushwa, you make it sound like we went south with it. I flew him a kite. Everything's Jake. Geez, I'm pretty sure I'm only 3 or 4 years older than you two, but I barely understand what you're saying. What are you, a canceled stamp? Go put some pepper in your shoes. Yeah, I'll try that. Pepper in my shoes, huh? This man is concentrating very hard on his coffee. Hey there, is there something particularly interesting about that coffee? It's my first one. Of the day? No, it's my first coffee ever. Oh, what do you think? I think it's a bad beverage. It's bitter and it makes my stomach hurt. Ah, well, it's not for everybody, I suppose. Yeah, I think I'll have another one after this, though, and then maybe every morning for the rest of my life. Well, enjoy. Ain't that the truth? Well, hello there. I'm Ethel. I'm Stitches. Stitches who? Uh, Stitches Maid. Oh, wait, no. Stitches. How about Stitches McMaid? There we go. Stitches McMaid. Pleased to meet you, Stitches McMaid. What can I get you? Can I get a cup of coffee? Does the bus to Ocean City pick up here? Sure you can. Best cup of coffee in the state, if I may say so myself. That'll be one meat. Great, to go, please. Anything else, hon? Does the Ocean City pick up here? Sure does. Should be here any minute. Good thing, too, I hear. I hear we're in for rain tonight. What takes you to Ocean City? My uncle lives there. I got a letter from him. He wants me to help him with something. That's a reason, hun, but it's somebody else's reason. What's your reason? Hello, welcome, hi, Ty. Glad you could make it. So, like I said earlier, I don't know if you heard me when I was talking earlier, because I noticed there were like 2 people in chat, but I don't know. Anyway, so this is not West of Loathing. The game I found is so new, they didn't have a category for it, so I had to put in West of Loathing. This is Shadows Over Loathing, which is the newest in the series for the Loathing series. So I found it by pure chance, and I was like, I have to play this now. So here we are. We really just started, though. Ethel's eyes locks eyes with you. I just really want to help. I got into some trouble back home. I'm searching for something, seeking my fortune. Mind your own business, Ethel. Let's say I'm searching for something. I see. Do you know what it is that you're looking for? No, that's just the problem. Just trying to find myself a guest, something dark. Just kidding, I'm not looking for anything. No, that's the problem. Got perk lost soul. Well, I'm sure you'll figure out what it is, hon. I hope so. You don't know what you're looking for, and you're not sure how you'll know it when you find it. Interesting. Perks. Got the lost soul perk and basic humanity. Don't know what it does. Maybe it's a random. Ethel said the bus will be here any minute. Prologue. out the letter you got from your Uncle Murray and read it again. Murray Morris, care of Murray's Antiques, 111 Plunkett Street, Ocean City. Dear Stitches, I hope this letter finds you well, and I hope it finds you quickly. Something quite serious has happened, and I need the help of your adventuresome spirit. Come to my shop in Ocean City as soon as you're able, please. Your Uncle, Murray. Short and sweet. There's a clown. Guys, there's a clown. On a bus. I remember you from Rest of Loathing, sir. You're just about to go mad from the monotony of this ride when the bus suddenly judders to a stop. You look out the window, expecting to see the sights and sounds of Ocean City, but instead you see an endless expanse of extremely wet trees. Uh-oh. Willis and Company bus lines. Take a joyride. Drink red cola. Protect your family. Probably ask the bus driver what's going on instead of just wandering off aimlessly into the night. Hi. What's going on? This doesn't look like Ocean City. Nope, sorry about this, but we're out of gas. Ah, geez, you didn't fill up before we left? Filled up the bus, but this trip takes exactly 1 full tank of gas. Plus an additional can. Swell. Why do I have to go get it? Well, I'd go myself, except for 2 reasons. Those being... Firstly, being as I'm the bus driver, I'm legally responsible for this bus, and I gotta keep an eye on it. Secondly, because of my leg. What's wrong with your leg? It's attached to a fella that doesn't want to go wandering around in the rain at night. Well, alright then. Guess I don't have much choice. Can I borrow your umbrella at least? This is a left-handed umbrella. I am left-handed as it happens. Nuts. I am not actually left-handed, but I'm gonna say that I am. But you aren't registered to my umbrella insurance. Nuts. Sorry about that. Here, I do have a flashlight you can use though. Good luck. Thanks. Wouldn't make a dog walk 6 miles in this rain no matter how bad it wanted to. Okay. Protect your family. Drink red cola. This pump is full of water instead of gas. This pump is empty. There's a little bit gas left in this pump, but there's no hose on it. Oh, can I, take one of the hoses, then? Seems just like yesterday that gas only cost 6 and 15 over Zig and 15.64 meat a gallon. Sigh. Those were the days. The station seems to have run out of service. Postcards. Either that or postcards, all the scenery around here is invisible. There's an object left on the snack shelf. You got a cheese loaf. Ew. Nobody in the right mind would consider this vile substance a snack. So weird that the cash register is pointed towards the front of the store. Mostly empty, but you find some loose change. Spark plugs. Use them. There's an old baseball bat leaning against the wall here. Grab it. The oil cans. A whole pyramid. Sign says employees only. Are you an employee? No. Well, since this place is out of business, it probably wouldn't hurt or anything for you to go back there, I guess. Thank you. Broken radio can still be considered nice. This is a pretty nice radio. Desk, presumably optimized for doing gasoline-related business. 4 of the drawers contain nothing but old receipts and pencil stubs. The 5th one is locked. So if I right-click, I can jump. I don't know what good that's gonna do me later, but I guess we'll find out. This shelf smells like axle grease and old paint, probably because that's what's on it. The shelf is laden with miscellaneous electrical widgets and doodads. You don't have any use for any of them, though. Full of old personnel files. Each object that you examine on this shelf is dirtier and more boring than the one you looked at before. Nothing? Okay. The filling station garage. Stand clear of the lift before operating, Steve. Looks like the control for that car lift thing. Nothing happens. Must not have any power. I really want to know the story behind this sign. kind of weird machine. I don't have enough mysticality to figure it out. It's a big tool chest, but some of the good tools have already been stolen. Fuse box! As advertised, this is a box containing one fuse. However, the fuse is broken, which is probably not intended. You should keep an eye out for a replacement. Must be ones around here somewhere. The old flybur looks promising as a source of gas, but you can't reach it while it's up on the lift. Oh, hang on. For fuse. Hey! Unblown fuse. Excellent. And done. That was fairly easy. Yeah, I was guessing it's gas tank, but there is a big glass of gasoline in one of the cup holders. Why? Got 1/3 full gas can. Crude device, but it beats keeping your gas loose on the ground. So I'm thinking I need 2 more things worth. Finnegan's optional boxing gym. You don't have to fight if you don't want to. Hello? Miserable looking hitchhiker is standing in the rain, listlessly sticking out her thumb. Hi there. Her head turns very slowly to face you, and her eyes don't quite meet yours. Can you give me a lift? I need to get to Albany. Sorry, I'm going the other way. I don't have a car. What's your name? I'm Stitches. Lydia. Nice to meet you, Lydia, although I admit the circumstances aren't great. You know where I can get some gas? Gas? The bus I was on ran out and the driver sent me to find some. Bus? Yeah, I'm trying to get to Ocean City. I've never been there. Well, okay then. So what's in Albany? You have family there? No, I just want to go somewhere new. Albany isn't new, though. It's one of the oldest cities in the country. Okay, that's fair. How about this rain, huh? Lydia looks slightly surprised and glances around slowly. Oh, it's raining. Yeah, it sure is. What a night to be stuck out on the road, right? I hadn't noticed. I get the feeling you're not much of a noticer. Well, anyway. Seen any good movies lately? Saw Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde at the Nickelodeon. Ooh, that's a classic. What did you think? It was very scary. I prefer comedies myself. Have you seen the new Buster Keaton one, The Cameraman? I don't know who that is. Oh, he's great. You'll have to see Sherlock Jr. That's my favorite. Really terrific. Are there any good books lately? I read The Invisible Man. It was really good. Oh, yeah, H.G. Wells is great. Have you read his new one? More in the Air? I didn't care for it. The one I'm thinking of is Mr. Something on Something Island. I forget the name, but it was terrible. The early works are his best. Like The Time Machine. Yeah, I love that one. Glad we were able to find something we could connect on, Lydia. So, okay, bye, good luck. There's a cornfield. Hey, I ain't want to be unfriendly, but this is a private residence that y'all just barged into. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry. Everything's so desolate outside, I guess I just assumed this place was abandoned. Well, come morning, you'll be right, so you might as well get in and out of the rain for a spell. Thanks. My name's Stitches McMaid. Howdy, Stitches. I'm Elias. Elias Chekhov. Please tell me he has a gun. Make yourself at home. He does! Oh my gosh, it's Chekhov's gun. Are you leaving this rifle behind? Yep. How come? Well, it's a varmint rifle, and where I'm going there ain't any varmints. There's vermin, to be sure, and critters and such as like, but the almanac doesn't list any examples of a varmint, if you know what I mean. I don't know what you mean. No need to fret over it right now. In any case, that gun is for later. Later? Yep. Much later. Huh. Okay. What's this funny looking thing? It's a duck call. What's it for? It's for calling ducks. Oh, fun. Used to be. Don't work anymore on account of being haunted. Haunted? Well, yeah, not haunted exactly. Bunch of spiders got in there, and now it sounds all scary when you blow it. I see. If you want it, it's yours. You gingerly take the duck call, trying very hard not to think about the spiders. Reduces enemies' muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 1 when you honk it at them. Oh, what spiders? Good job. There's nothing on the clothesline except a pair of socks and an old gun. Got a rusty pistol. The scarecrow is a bit more intimidating than usual. Crows around here must have been real aggressive. Show it. Apparently, I have a crow on my side. Whack! Blammo! Oh dear. What are you supposed to do, sir? Throw a rock. I don't know. I have a feeling I'm not gonna survive this. Yeah, I died. That thing really shot the crow out of you. Well, that was sad. It'd be impenetrably dense to wander into those woods. Barn doors are locked. Bears. Are these boxes really full of bears? Nah, those boxes are all canned pears. I had a little fun writing the labels is all. Want a can? Got one left that didn't fit. Bibson's extra sweet pears. Simply sweet. Should really hire a new copywriter. Increases your mysticality by 1. Thanks. Years. My daughter Simone left those behind when she went off to school. Figured I should keep them for her. Makes sense. Tears. Wait, are these boxes of tears or tears? Don't be ridiculous. You can't put neither one of them in boxes. Don't make any kind of sense. Shares? What's in here? Stocks? Scissors. Oh, shear. I think they're supposed to be shears, but whatever. Class rings. This box full of class rings? Yep, about 140 of them. Did you go to college 140 times? Nah, of course not. Just collect them is all. Why? Well, they're rare, but not very rare. They're all different in interesting ways, and they're shiny. There's the collecting trifecta. Well, okay then. Electric lock. What's with this door? Oh, it's my daughter Simone's room. Left for college. Hopefully she ain't left anything important there, because I forgot how to work that crazy lock she invented. Use your bathroom? Sure. How'd you know the door was the bathroom, though? Always had a knack for knowing which doors lead to bathrooms, is all. Well, good for you, I guess. See Elias's face in the mirror, just like your own mirror back at home. You look at yourself in the mirror. Hi, Stitches. Smile. Hey there, good looking. Frown. Aw, what's wrong? Scowl. Why, I oughta. Oh, no, 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 no. Cringe. You know, a really embarrassing thing you did a few years ago. Ugh. Freak out. Blah, 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 blah. Close your eyes. I'll just assume this looks good. Go back to normal. Ah, there you are. I'm guessing you can choose what your face is, expression is supposed to be. A vicious clawfoot tub. Surprisingly modern toilet for such an old house. Flush it. You flush Chekhov's toilet, hoping it won't come back to haunt you later. Okay. Collection of stains makes it a home. Home on the range. Kitchen sink. Grand kitchen sink. Where does this door lead? Spare bedroom. Ain't been used in forever. I don't even bother opening the door since that dust devil got in there. Feel free to help yourself, though I doubt you'll find it of much use. A dust devil? Yeah, those critters are a real nuisance around here. They're attracted to beds and ain't been cleaned up under properly, and since I lost my broom back in 26, it's been a real, call it, nutrient-rich environment. Ornery little beast, real territorial. Hey, I'll be careful. Dried fronds. A shelf full of pulp westerns. Reckoning at Owl Mine. Gunfight at Rattlesnake Mine. Cowboys of Darkness. Shootout at Cowboy Mine. Hey, this one looks like worth a read. You got the handgun's tale. Fistfight at Horse Thief Ranch. Horse Smoke of the Western Cactus. Shootout at Horse Thief Creek. Showdown at Bloody Arroyo. Robbers of Darkness. Drifters of the Night. Showdown at Rattlesnake Trail. The Sheriffs of the Orange Trail. How many of these are there? Kettle Women of Tarnation. Showdown at Cowboy Mine. Rustlers of Darkness. Okay, I think we're just going back, but... Handgun tail. Unlocks advanced shooting techniques. Yay! Oh, I don't have enough mysticality to study the book. Story is pretty boring, but contains some technically complex description of advanced shooting techniques. This is Moxie. Emerson Starling. You were 4 years old. Emerson flew in for your bedroom window and refused to leave. He's been with you as a familiar ever since. This one increases my mysticality. You open the can using the can opener you keep hidden in your sock in case of a can-related emergency, and eat the sugary pears. You gain the effect extra canny. Sweet. Too sweet, in fact. Misty nightstand. Find an old wallet in the drawer. Dust Devil is really kicking up some dickens under there. See, can I fight it? You sure? Jacob said these things are pretty dangerous. Perhaps I'm not quite ready. Oh no, turtle! Here you go, buddy. Enjoy Blue Cola, the honorable choice. Looks like they drove this boxcar out here and then took the track away? Boy, someone must have hated this boxcar. Got gas. Yeah. Ooh, there's a shiny down here. Old class ring. Tarnished class ring from the Seaside Institute of Technology, adorned with a blue jewel, supported by a pair of tiny carved badgers. Makes everyone think you attend SIT or mugged someone who did. Probably shouldn't root through the guy's knapsack without asking him first. Fair enough. Open fire in an enclosed space. Classic. Cheerful looking hobo toodles idly on a harmonica. Hi there, I'm Stitches. Well, howdy there, neighbor. I'm Howie. Pleased to meet you. I'm not actually from around here, though. Well, the way I see it, this whole country is my home, so everybody is my neighbor. Aw, that's nice. Either way, either that or they're all trespasser who better go off my property. I'm just joshing you, friend. Care for some jerky? What kind? Clam. It's a local delicacy. Huh. Sure, I'll have some jerky. Here you are. Can't buy the stuff myself, like eating a dried slug, but saltier. Come to think of it, that's exactly what it is. You're really selling me on this local delicacy. If you asked me, the locals are a bit weird. Okay. Where are you from? Originally, I'm from Hawaii, but I got bored of gorgeous tropical beaches and decided to hit the rails. Rode the rails from Hawaii. Yep, real challenging trip for a first-time hobo, but I made it through all right. Ever think of going back? They only got the one track there, so it's a one-way trip. I might head back for a visit once they built a second one, though. You live here? Not permanent like. I've been camped out here for a few days. All alone? Well, it used to be a bit livelier, but the bosses sent a railroad bull to run everybody off. Railroad bull? You mean like a cop? Yeah, you could say that. I think he's still prowling around out back if you care to test your mettle. Don't advise it, though. Is he packing heat? No, he's unarmed, but one of your arms might make a pretty good club once he gets it off of you. Any plans for the future? Well, word is on the wall that there's a camp forming in Ocean City. Figured I'll mosey on over once the rain lets up. Word on the wall? I've never heard that phrase. Is it like through the grapevine? Yeah, similar. I see. The door is extremely heavy, and I cannot force it open. Topeka. Heard a lot of nice thing about Topeka, but not 1,200 miles worth of nice things. Fair enough. Well, I wasn't strong enough to defeat the Scarecrow, but I guess I can try and see if I can defeat the Dust Devil. It's just stabbing. Die. Man. Should have listened to Chekhov, I guess so. Maybe I need to change out, heals Moxie +1 physical damage. Which isn't much. I was like, either one is just kind of bad for me, really. Increases your muscle by 1. Unless you eat something else. Weird plaque where Lydia was standing. Historic site. At this exact spot, on the 13th of October, 1908, the state's first mass-produced automobile, a Ford Model T, purchased by Hiram O'Crollins, accidentally struck and killed the state's first hitchhiker, Lydia Barnsley. Apparently, the woman you talked to for a few minutes had been dead for exactly 20 years. Good. Swell. Everything about this is great, and you haven't regretted this trip before you even arrived. How about your normal non-haunted day? No, it's not compulsory. with extra lead. Oh, hello. Turtle seems to be heading to Ocean City too. At this rate, it might beat you there. Take it with you. I can take the turtle. Oh, his name shall be Señor Tortuga. I don't have a mañana that I can put over the N, otherwise I would, but his name is Señor Tortuga. Looking good, just a little more and we'll be on our way. It's all well and good, but I don't have anything for that last bit. Those cards. Fair enough. Can't open the fifth one because it's locked. Billy. So you're moving out? Yep, just finished packing, so now I'm just waiting for the movers to come and take this last load of stuff. Got movers coming in the middle of the night? Ah, in the morning, but I went and packed my teddy bear and forgot which box he's in. Can't sleep. I see. Why are you leaving? Well, my daughter went off to college, so there's nothing keeping me here. Never particularly cared for farming anyhow. Just kind of fell into it, you know? So I reckon I'd take the opportunity to retire and travel a bit. See what kind of trouble I can get up to. Nice. So what's your story? What are you doing out on a night like this? I got a letter from my Uncle Murray. It sounded urgent, so I hopped a bus to Ocean City. I ain't sure how to tell you this, but we got a ways to go yet. Yeah, the bus ran out of gas, so the driver sent me to Scabbins for some more. I gotcha. Well, I think there's an old gas can in the barn out back. You're welcome to it. Thanks. Gotta warn you though, you'll have to fight my daughter for it. What? Well, technically, I should say my daughter's monster. What? It's a thing my daughter Simone built. What? See, my kid's a real technical whiz. She built an autonomous robo-traption to help with plowing and harvesting and the like. Worked real nice too. Wow. Problem is, she left it after she left. It blew a what's it tube and got violent. Pretty good with machinery, but when it comes to these newfangled electrics, might as well be a dog trying to read Plato. So I locked it in the barn. I see. But you're welcome to try your hand against it if you mind to, but please be careful. It's got a lot of sharp bits on it. Here's the key. Thanks. I have to face off against something that I may not be able to fight regardless, but we'll try. Recurring nightmare about searching for something in one of these. This is a nice barrel, but it'd be nicer if it had something in it. Cabinet is rusted shut. Just a painting of a bunch of tools. Watering for some long-gone livestock. This must be the farmer's daughter's fishing rod. She won't miss it. Based on the arrangement of objects around it, you conclude that this machine is for turning hay bales into loose hay. Bale full of A baleful pile of hay. You're not gonna get past that thing without destroying it. Well, let's try it. Why does everything have so much more than me? Hey. Okay. Huzzah. Finally actually able to defeat something. Simone's monster is now just a pile of parts on the floor. Rust and parts. Yay! Victory is sweet. It's probably the lead that makes it sweet. Workbench for welding. Wouldn't go up there if it you'd go up there if it weren't for your hay fever and your falling out of lofts fever. Huzzah! List. Got the gas. Hey there, friend. Any luck with the gas? You show the driver a gas can. Well, his gas can. Well, hey, there's that full can of gas. I knew you could do it. You ready to hit the road? Let's get out of here. He takes the can and empties it into the bus's tank. With that, we're on our way. All aboard. Climb back on the bus and return to your seat. And soon you're dozing off to the sound of rain spattering on the window beside you. Unfortunately, it's barely an approximation of sleep. The sort of sleep that you sleep into so gradually you don't even know you're asleep until something wakes you up. Plunk it straight, and you realize that your meandering thoughts of the past few minutes have been utterly strange, shadowy tendrils of whispering ideas. Hey, kid, this is your stop, right? Not or totally forgotten. Ugh. What? All ashore? What's going ashore? Thanks for traveling, Willis Busco. Disembark. Cola Wars surplus. Going out of business sale. Going seems inaccurate. About. Probably nothing you want in here anyway. Hobo seems wholly unperturbed by the rain. Nice weather we're having? He smiles and looks up and lets the rain splash on his face for a while. Suits me just fine, I guess. A wise man once said that rain falls on poor men and rich men alike. Was that before umbrellas were invented, or... My name's Gus, by the way. Hi, I'm Stitches. Nice to meet you, Stitches. Say, you wouldn't happen a couple of meat to spare, would you? Sure. Thank you very much, Stitches. Old Gus won't forget your kindness, you bet. Take her easy, Gus. Nothing in the direction except the road you arrived on, and walking all the way back there probably isn't a good use of your time right now. Ugh. Can't speak. Army surplus stores is closed for the night. Murray's Antiques. Bell over the door jangles as you walk into Murray's Antiques. The young woman at the counter looks up as you enter. Oh, hi. You must be Stitches. We don't really get many customers at this time of night. Or at all, really. That's me. You were expecting me? Yeah, Murray didn't say much about you, but he gave me that letter to mail. My name's Jessica. Oh, geez, you're soaking wet. Come in. I'll get you a towel. You walk over to the counter, trying not to drip on any vintage bric-a-brac as Jessica grabs a threadbare bath towel from a shelf, pulls off the tag before tossing it to you. Thanks. Is Uncle Murray here? His letter wasn't very specific. He isn't. You said that in a kind of ominous way. Where is he? Jessica sighs. I wish I knew. He had a line on another artifact and said it was going to be a tough one. I told him that he should get some backup, but he wasn't willing to wait. He just wrote that letter and told me to mail it if he didn't come back. Is there something I'm missing here? This is an antique shop, right? You just uh, make trying to talk to Great Aunt Ruthie into selling her mother's Chesterfield sound like a deadly spy mission. Yeah, this is going to take some explaining. Well, I'm definitely intrigued now. I don't have a lot of time just now, but follow me and I'll give you a quick sketch. Okay. Jessica leads you to the back room, furnished with some desks and some strange looking machinery. Welcome to our back office, the hub of our little operation. I'm guessing by operation you're talking about something other than antiques? Well, yes and no. See, a few years ago, Murray found out that there's a bunch of antiques circulating that are, well, hinky would be a real understatement. Hinky? Murray called them tainted. The dark magic, real bad mojo, you know? Cursed. Are you kidding? Oh, for a second there, I thought you were making bathtub gin or something. It's no joke. That's what our real job is here. The antique store is just, well, not exactly a front. We find a lot of regular antiques too, and selling them keeps us in scratch. But really, we're trying to hunt down all these evil doodads and neutralize them so nobody gets hurt. And Uncle Murray went out to get one and never came back? That's the long and short of it, yep. What do you say? Are you in? Absolutely, I'm always up for a crazy adventure. Great. You hear the shop door opening, and after a moment, a goblin pokes her head into the office. Hello? Oh, hey, that's swell timing. Hey, Gabby, Murray's sister's kid showed up. Come meet her. Hi, Gabby. Pleased to meet you. Hi, hello. The pleasure is all Gabby's. Gabby, would you be a dear and carry her luggage to Murray's room and grab some blankets and stuff out of the cupboard? She can sleep there till we find Murray. You've gotten it. Gabby picks up your suitcase and carries it through a door in the back of the room. Great, I could really use some sleep. Desk is a mess. Whose desk is this? Murray's. I keep nagging at him to straighten it up before someone bumps into it and we have to call the National Guard to dig him out of the avalanche. With curse-proof shovels and a squad of exorcists handy. Anyway, best not to mess with it. Will do. Won't. Messages? None. There's nobody you need to call right now. There's nobody at this desk. Whose desk is this? Charles Wallace, our handyman. He's fixing up a leak on the roof right now, but he'll be back later tonight. See. Kitty! What's the cat's name? Calliope. Murray got her a couple of years ago. Scritch the kitty. Why doesn't Calliope like me? She'll warm up eventually. Try giving her some sardines. She loves those. Do you have any sardines? No, we're all out. You can get some more tomorrow. They have them at Color War Surplus next door. Modern radio here stands in defiance of the concept of antiques. Cannot even hazard a guess as to what this contraption does. You don't have the time to play games now. You wonder where this door leads. You open the door and there's just a brick wall behind it. Apparently it goes nowhere. Not sure what this clock is telling, but it sure isn't time. This is your new bedroom, apparently. You can hear Gabby bustling around in there, making beds and such. Hang on a sec, you can't go to sleep yet. I'm pretty sure I can. I bet I could do it right here while I'm still standing up. Well, I hate to spring this on you, but there's something we need you to do before the night's over. Oh wow, mission already? You know those cursed artifacts I was talking about? Since the info on them is so sketchy, we've been working on a machine that can detect them with radio waves. I call it the Detectotron 1000. We've just gotten it up and running since Murray left, and it turned out that there was a tainted thing practically right here on our doorstep. Well, that doesn't sound good. Yeah, it's not great. It's gonna have Gabby go get it. It's why she came over tonight. But since you turned up out of the blue, guess there's no time like the present. Probably exaggerating when I said there's literally no time except for the present. What? As in there might not be a future. You won't have to far to go. It's just down the other end of the block if the readings are right. There's a newspaper office that got shut down earlier this year. It should be in there. Well, Gabby will go with you. She's good in a fight. Heck yeah! Yeah, hopefully it won't come to that, but you never know. Hey, Gabby. Gabby appears with an expectant grin. Go to the newspaper office with Stitches and help her get that hat, okay? Okay, Gabby is ready for action. Let's mosey. Make an excited sigh. Alright, fine. You said it's a hat? A cursed hat. According to the readout, yeah. A men's fedora, probably. And I'm supposed to, what? Just break in and take it? Well, not break exactly. I managed to finagle a spare key out of the guy at the realtor's office. Pretty sure that still counts as breaking and entering. You'll be in and out and back here in bed before you know it. Sweet, let's do this. Gab with Gabby. I already like Gabby. Holding up, Gabby? It's all of the berries. How'd you get mixed up with Murray in the whole antique store, Gabby? Oh, it coincided. Gabby was looking just at old clothes and heard over Murray and Jessica talking about a mysterious thing to get. It had an adventure smell. Then Murray said, "We're going to need some muscle for this." And Gabby says, "Gabby has several muscles, strong ones." And that was what it was. Gabby has been helping since then. Awesome. You go, Gabby. Uh, say where exactly. Dig through the trash. You find a discarded bottle of cologne. I think this store sells broken glass and drafts. This building looks perfectly solid. Maybe it's just the people renting it that were condemned. Ocean City Watchful Eye. Take a deep breath and unlock the door. You give the key to Gabby for safekeeping. Coffee! Got nasty old coffee. 2 months ago, somebody decided this coffee wasn't good enough to drink. You apparently disagree with that decision. See a corner of a note sticking up from under the desk blotter. The note says, "Tucker, I got you the bottle you wanted. I stuck it under the water cooler where Burgess can't find it and read us out to the pro he's back." Under the water cooler? Surely it's not still there, but it couldn't hurt to check. Slip. Inden, I'm not paying you to publish cockamamie conspiracy theories. In fact, I'm not paying you at all anymore. Clean out your desk and hit the road. Grover Burgess, Editor-in-Chief. P.S. Do you like the word cockamamie that I used up there? It's a slang term I coined. It means ridiculous or implausible. I think it's really going to catch on. Half-finished letter in the typewriter. Reginald, I think Burgess is on to us. We've gotten careless. In fact, maybe I shouldn't be typing out this letter instead of just talking to you in person. Why am I doing this? Meet me under the water cooler this afternoon. Ah, crap. Here comes Burgess with a pink slip. Sincerely. It doesn't say who it's from. Writer must have gotten fired before they could type their name. Also, under the water cooler? What's that all about? Oh, hey, it's one of those new arcane press nude fees things. High tech. Parisian bards declare independence, claim debauched tavern as a sovereign city-state. Today's winning racehorses. Bristle's mother, too much corn, and howitzer jacket. Severe storm causes trolley disaster, prevents 5 other trolley disasters. Jack Dempsey removes teeth to improve boxing skill. Says Dempsey in an interview. Today's list of banned dances: the Chutney Slider, the Dirty Dirty Blitz, and the Upside Down Tango. Prohibition agents confiscate 40 barrels of wine, 10 cheese wheels, and some nice fresh honeycomb also seized. Babe Ruth gets a haircut. Barber says, I think he could have left a better tip. Second edition of Principia Mathematica published. We still cannot understand a word of this, say local children. Government corruption at an all-time high. Government has once again slashed funding city services and social programs, citing waste, but without offering any supporting figures or explaining where the funds have been reallocated to. Additionally, anonymous resources report it cuts off abruptly, maybe as a result of the pink slip next to the typewriter. Read the slip. Curtis, if I've told you once, I've told you 100 times. Not enough people buy the paper anymore to keep the lights on in this joint. Electricity is expensive because it is a very recent innovation. As such, fully half of your salary is paid by government subsidies. This is to say that the hand that feeds you is the hand you keep biting. You go way back, buddy. But you've given me no choice. Clean out your desk and scram. Goodness, there's so many notes. See a three-ring binder on this desk. Pneumatic tube system operations manual. However, I can't believe I have to tell you this, but it is against company policy for an employee to steal the printing press. You're fired. You are so fired, I need a new phrase to describe it. I'm giving you the axe. And if I see your face in here again, I will give you the axe and set you on fire. Yes. How'd you even lift it? It must have had, 5 accomplices? Unbelievable. Make a note to never pick a fight with this Carver person. Note says, Robson, first Hendon, then Carver. Who's next? Venable says if Burgess comes for him, he's going to karate chop his desk in half. Sincerely, Curtis. P.S. What's karate? Whoever worked at this desk forgot their cufflinks. Always check your sources. Did I already read this one? Okay, yep. Did I read that one? Yes, I did. Newspaper archives. Fair enough. Oh, there's the water cooler. Hey, look, a trap door. Drawer is on this one is slightly ajar. You got nasty old leftovers. You don't know what went into this bag, but you know the only thing ever come out of it is a congealed mass of foul goo. There's a broken desk. Looks like Venable made good on his threat. Nothing. Must have taken all the stuff out before smashing it. Fair enough. Wait, I can fish here? I can fish. Really should provide cups for this. Got a handful of clean water. Cure an ally who is on fire. Nice. There are fish people here. Calendar from 11 years ago. There's a huge black skull scrawled on July 22nd, 1917. Underground Press, literally. There's still a newspaper left in it. Got the underground newspaper. So, hang on. It was July 22nd, 1917. Where? Top story from that date is Ocean City comptroller's passing of an overly complicated sidewalk right-of-way policy that outlawed street-side newspaper vending machines and limited maximum allowed width of newsstands to 4 feet. The story continues to say that Watchful Eye management raised concern about loss of revenue, and the controller made a vague promise to divert city funds to make up for any future shortfall. Yikes. Control system for the pneumatic tube. The control panel has a green button, a red button, a big lever, a knob with a bunch of letters on it, and a series of colored lights that are all currently off. Oh boy. This ought to be fun. Push the green power on button. Pull the pump engage lever. So power on, pull the pump lever. Adjust the suction rate according to the pressure diagnostic indicators. If the red light is on, set the suction adjust to A. If it's blue, set to E. And if green, set to D. So power on, pump engage. If it's red, set it to A. Blue, set it to E. Green, set it to D. So, power on. Pull the lever. A yellow light is glowing on the console. Didn't say anything about a yellow light, though. Well, shoot. I'll try it again. Continue. Green button. Pull the lever. Doesn't say anything about yellow. Well, hang on. Yellow is... Oh, hey. Oh, it worked. I was going to get some very strange mail. And how? What were those things anyway? And what were they doing down here? Were they trying to start an underwater newspaper? That wouldn't work. The ink would smear. Very old manhole cover. This must be the hat Jessica wanted you to recover. Got a terribly cursed fedora. Doesn't look cursed, but has a palpable aura of menace about it. Nothing good can come out of this. An ominous, vaguely person-shaped stain on the ground. I suppose that was easy enough. Here you go. Did you find the hat? I found a hat. I guess it's the one you meant. Doesn't look unusual. Although... Yeah? It does creep me out a bit. I can't really put my finger on why. I know what you mean. Feels kind of like you have a headache, except you don't actually. More like a feeling of dread. Like something terrible is about to happen, but I don't know what it is yet. Well, that is definitely not related to the fact I need you to take the hat and go sit in that machine over there. Why? That's our uncursing machine. Gotta get the curse off that hat, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense, but, what? Can't we just put the hat in the machine? Why do I need to be involved? Because the machine needs a mind to guide the uncursing process. Together, you'll lift the curse from the hat and transform it into a sort of allegorical dream space that the machine can transfix. What? Sorry, I know it's a lot. Let me rephrase. Ahem. The uncursing machine uses your subconscious mind to drive a wedge between an item and its curse. The item is cleansed relatively easily, but that doesn't negate the curse completely. Once the separated from the item, the machine stores the curse and allows you to physically project it into it to try and resolve the metaphorical scenario at the core of its existence. That's where things can get a little weird. Yeah, I know it sounds crackers, but you'll just have to try it to understand. Oh, hey, our handyman's back. You must be Charles Wallace. I'm Stitches. That I am. Pleased to meet you, Stitches. What do you do here? Oh, yo, general handyman sort of stuff. I keep the lights on and the water running. Built the detectotron and the uncursing machine, too. Ah, that's some real high-tech wizardry. Oh, it's nothing, really. Let me ask you something. Anything I can help you with? How does the weird uncursing machine work? Oh, I only built the thing. I can't tell you how it works. The innards are all wired up to a little porcelain cat figurine that Murray found somewhere. Well, that's just weird. It's a real traditional sense, yep. Hmm. Anything else I can help you with? All right now. The uncursing machine. You sit in the chair and it is surprisingly comfortable. Pull the wired metal dome thing down over your head. What would you like to uncurse today? A terribly cursed fedora. No sooner have you sat down in the machine, with a hiss, positively whiffs the fedora straight up into the dome. The hat rattles around in there angrily like a snake in a cement mixer, and you have a good loud minute. After a good loud minute, flops limp and wet into your lap. Whatever ominous energy once possessed the terribly cursed hat is gone. It is now simply a terrible hat. But the curse itself still lives, transfixed as a dreamlike construct within the machine. How do I get rid of the curse? See, curses are like energy stitches. They can't be created or destroyed, only changed. I can't remember who said that. Isaac Newman? Newton? Newton Newman. Yeah. The machine knows how to take a curse from one object and put it on itself, but as for how you change a curse, well, I don't know. That's some higher consciousness, spiritualist stuff. Don't know much about that. I'm more of a Newton Newman sort of guy. The fedora's curse bounces around the innards of the machine, daring you to come project your consciousness inside it. Sounds safe. I'll do that. Fedoral Reserve. I have an axe. I heard thy death call, creature. Rest now. I will find in thy mortar. Tree felled before his time. The ground is stained with sin. Et in Arcadia ego. Even in Arcadia there is death. Even in paradise there's a killer. Thou know who I am and why I am here. Aye, Cutter, there has been a murderer. What knowest thou of murder? That I did not do the murder, that is all. What mo have thee for me? Only this, I am one of three brothers. One of us always tellins the truth, one of us always lies, and the third of us does not specken at all, but honks. If I find in thee a liar, there is nothing I can do to save in thee. Aye, Cutter, thou art a servant of the wood. Blessed be her branches. Big power in the wood today, Cutter. Aye, a tree is fallen. Thank you. That just handed me something to snack on. Delicious. Aye, a tree has fallen in the forest, and it has made a sin. But not me a sinner, that I assure thee. Thou claim to be without sin? None of us is without sins, but mine do not run to mortar. Then whose look for my brother? Lead me not astray, thy brother speckens of three brothers. One who always lies, one who always tells the truth, and one who does not specken at all, but honks. What specken thee of this? This is fairy talk. No thing that honkin in this land since Mother Duck laid the big egg. No honkin since then? No, sire. Something is rotten in the woodcutter. Aye, a mortar, with perversions at its source. Speak to me of perversions. I have nothing to say, for I do not tarry with them. What do thou tell in me? I am troubled by the mortar, but of it I know nothing. I warned thee, my forgiveness make no room for liars. Thou wilt do what thou must, Cutter, I have no doubt. Thy brother speaking of three brothers. I do not hunken, sire, I swear it upon it. Never hast thou hunken? Never, never. 'Tis a sin in my eyes. Long may thee grow. So the one, so the first brother said that there was somebody who honks. And that's a lie. I did not, I say I did not do the murder. I also say I am one of three brothers. One of us always tells the truth, one of us always lies, and the third of us does not speak at all but honks. Thou liest about the honkin. What say? Thy brother is honkin not. Thou wouldst lie to the cutter of the wood? Wouldst thou do murder in the wood? Aye, thou hast the right of it. I sought only to distract in thee whilst I make in my escape. Goodbye, cutter. Do not run from me, tree. Thou do not run? Nay, I groan. In 100 years I hath grown so tall and strong thine axe will never fall in me. But I will not wait 100 years. Die, mortar. Nice. Big rot in the wood today, Cutter, and wait, what? No, that's not you. You don't talk that you don't talk like that. Dark thoughts of trees, axes, and bloody sap cling to your skin. You shake them off like dreadful cobwebs. You're not sure what just happened, but as you turn over the formerly terribly cursed fedora in your hands, you feel confident that the curse which plagued the starchy little felt thing is finally gone for good. Put the hat back on. It nearly sparkles now. Hat is now clean. It's like now all you've got to reckon with is whether you're the kind of gal who goes around wearing fedoras. It'll do. I love it. I am totally wearing a fedora. It's fedorable. It's a shelf for knickknacks and tchotchkes. There's an old rag doll on top of the shelf. Must have been left by the previous tenant. Lots of empty space in here. A television set. You've heard of these. Unfortunately, no shows have been invented yet. Fair enough. A simple writing desk with no chair, or pens or paper or anything. Let's get pen packed and get some sleep. Ah, what the heck? Stamp out the flames, but it's a total loss. Everything you own has been reduced to ash. Everything? Everything except, bizarrely, the stamp from Murray's letter. Poster of my favorite literary ghost. Lots of people in the hallways, it seems. Hello. Hello. I don't know who I am either. You know which locker is mine? I can't remember which locker is mine. Sorry, I don't know. It's alright, I'll figure it out eventually. How's it going? Check the first locker to reveal a thriving colony of ants. Second locker is full of peanut butter. Third locker contains a tiny shrine to Babe Ruth. Fourth locker is empty. Fifth locker is filled with cookbooks, but they're all in French. Sixth locker opens to the vast, uncaring emptiness of space. You slam it shut quickly so as not to suffocate. There isn't a seventh one. I said check the seventh one. I said there are only 6 lockers. Check the seventh locker now. Okay, geez. Look in the seventh locker. It's filled with old school papers. Look at the papers. They've all got your name on them. They're your papers. How I Spent My Summer by Stitches McMaid, page 6. This summer I visited my Uncle Murray. Uncle Murray is funny. He knows magic. I had a fun time with Uncle Murray. The end. Look under the papers. Underneath the pile of school papers you find... overdue library book. Way to interact with your... Oh. Okay. Our founder, Branworth Grovunculus III. This lady looks friendly. Hello there, you must be... Ah, here we are, McMaid. Stitches McMaid. Yes. I am your academic advisor. It's time for you to choose your class. But I dropped out. In real life, certainly. You must, however, choose a class. What is the right path? Now then, looks like there are 3 classes for you to choose from. There's advanced kicking and throwing. This class is for pig skinners. Then we have the overview of curd conjuring. This is a class for cheese wizards. And finally, Weird Time Signatures 504. This course is for jazz agents. I kind of want to be a jazz agent. I'm gonna go for jazz agent. Masters of syncopation and improvisation, jazz agents use their rhythm and moxie to move through the world in style. In combat, they attack with subtlety, weakening their enemies and stacking the odds in their favor over time. Let's do it. Alrighty. You're a jazz agent. The name's McMaid. Stitches McMaid. Now then, there's just a matter of your minor. Woo! Looks like you've already completed it, but it doesn't say what you studied. Cryptobotany, applied insectology, or the psychology of rocks. Ah! Cat! No! Shadow! Sorry guys, Cat stepped on the keyboard. I'm gonna say cryptobotany. Ooh, a cryptobotanist. So you're an expert in all manner of plant-based arcana. Yep. Well, with that, I believe we are done. Feel free to wake up and go about your day. How would I go about doing that? She smiles and points at the door to the right side of the screen. I mean, the right side of the dream. Just go through that door. Thank you. I feel like I need to help the person that's over here, though. it's definitely not the 7th one. Um, what's the 4th one again? Okay, good. 4th locker is the one that was empty, so hopefully they don't mind that. You wake feeling surprisingly refreshed. Yesterday's adventures leaving you none the worse for wear. Cryptobotanists gather crafting ingredients from plants. Yes! More of a manifesto specifically calling out the government's suppression of the local newspaper and the importance of a free press. There's also an amusing but puzzling cartoon about a dog arresting a mouse for throwing a brick at a cat's head, which the cat doesn't seem to mind. Check this book out 13 years ago and spent the last 12 years and 50 weeks feeling slightly guilty about not returning it. You feel like reading it when you were in grade school and you don't feel like reading it now. Well, fine. Morning, Stitches. How'd you sleep? Wait, why are you still wearing those wet clothes? All my other clothes burned up in a luggage fire. Ah, geez, that's weird and unfortunate. You seem less surprised by it than I would expect. I've gotten kind of accustomed to weird and unfortunate stuff happening around here. You can pick out some clothes from the shop out front if you don't mind looking like someone's dusty old grandma. I'll be alright. Thanks anyway. Well, once you've gotten the sleep out of your eyes, I've got another mission for you. Another cursed thing? Yep. Had my eye on it for a while, but it keeps moving around. Mostly the readings put it at the local speakeasy at the back of an alley at the other end of the block. The artifact isn't there right now, but that's where I'd start looking. Maybe you can pick up some clues? Okay, what am I looking for? Appears to be a watch of some kind. A pocket watch or maybe a wristwatch, I can't be certain. A watch in the speakeasy in the alley. Got it. Anything else? You'll need the password for the speakeasy. It's Fiddlesticks. Also, let me give you this to-do list. It's enchanted to always show you whatever's written on the chalkboard here. Pretty neat trick. There's some meat for expenses too. The army surplus next door should have anything you need in case things get rough. That's ominous, but thanks. Chapter 1. Welcome to Ocean City. Waiting for Gabby to catch up. You weave between the various trash cans and piles of uncanned trash until you reach a serious-looking door. The panel slides open near the top of the door, and the narrowed eyes regard you through it. Password. Fiddlesticks? Okay, come on in, but you better not be a pro-y. I'm not. Speak easy, friend. This guy loves hitting those spoons together. Milky-eyed thought. Turns his head towards you and smiles. I have a drink, leave him to his milkiness. You buy him a drink. After a few moments and a few sips, he clears his throat and speaks. The lake is deep enough to drown dreams, but not the sins of the grandfather. I see. I think I see. Leave him to his milkiness. The man behind the bar is shaking up a storm. Hello. He grins. Hello, baby. Welcome to Oliver's place. My name's Stitches. Whatever you say, baby. You Oliver? Oh, heck no. I'm Fancy Dan, the cocktail man. Pleased to meet you, Dan. Hey, do you happen to know what time it is? Perhaps because you have a watch on you? Sorry, baby. The only one around here who carries a pocket watch is the owner of her, Oliver Gluck. And he left about an hour ago to pick up our latest shipment of hooch. From who? From whom, baby? Before I was Fancy Dan the cocktail man, I was Fancy Dan the English teacher. Sorry, from whom? From the mob guys we always get it from. Whither went Oliver? Fancy Dan smiles. The old refrigerator factory. I see. How do I get there? Dan grabs a cocktail napkin and hands it to you. Thanks? Oh, wrong napkin. Here. He takes the napkin back and grabs a different one with a couple of icons scrawled on it. Take the napkin. Mapkin? Ocean City Mapkin. As you take the napkin, Dan points at one of the icons on it. We're behind Murray's store on Plunkett Street, so if you go out of the alley and then head straight for the edge of the napkin, you can't miss the factory. Unlocked Plunkett Street and Fridge Factory. Thanks, Dan. Don't mention it, baby. Want a drink for the road? First one's on the house. Heck yeah! What do you have to drink around here? Beer. I'll have a beer then. Excellent choice, keeping things simple. Bottoms up. You drink the beer. You've had better beer, but you've definitely had worse beer. Gained effect beer buzz. Fortified your resolve with a pint of beer. Plus 5 HP. Oh, hey. Wait, weren't those the fishmen from the Watchful Eyes basement? You're so used to not thinking about where things go once you put them in a tube. Hey, remember me from the tube? Beat it, hun, we're off the clock. I didn't realize you could talk. I didn't say anything like I can't talk about anything you like. Dickens, Flaubert, the Brontes. You can tell me about Dickens. I think his books are too long. How about Flaubert? I think his books are too long. Brontes? Their books are too long. What books are the right length? None. Okay, that was helpful. Enjoy your drinks. I have to admit that the music in here is really good. Guy doesn't care anything except that bass line. This lady seems to be dancing to a different song than the other people. This guy has been infected with Charleston fever. The player piano trolls a tune. This lady is making ethereal music with spirit-filled glasses. Really responsible of this illegal poison dispensary to have a first aid kit. We've got a gauze pad and an activated charcoal briquette. Cool. There's some weird symbols. Floor tiles. These people are obviously on a first date and you shouldn't bother them. There's a door here. It won't budge. Must be barred shut from the other side. Wait, there was a spittoon! Spittoon has been placed on a really challenging height. Hey Dan, your spittoon is kind of inconvenient. Nah, baby, that spittoon isn't for spitting in. That's gone out of style now that mass-produced cigarettes are readily available anyway. No, that's a bona fide historical artifact. Really? That's right, belonged to a famous adventurer from Frisco. just before the turn of the century. Really? Who? Well, nobody's sure. A lot of people think it belonged to Mumfler Fumperdink. It's a strong theory. But if there's one thing we know about that cat is that he loved spittoons. But other people say it belonged to a fellow by the last name Thurnlion, and a whole lot of other people claimed it belonged to a whole lot of other people. There's one thing we know for sure about the spittoon. Whoever it was, they didn't use it for spitting into. They wore it as a hat. What? Ew, gross. Right? They sure got into some weird stuff back then. Yeah, no kidding. Hi, Shadow. We scratched some weird symbols into the sidewalk. The Cureburus building and loan. Bridge factory. A bedraggled hobo shuffles up to you with his hat in his hands. Excuse me, ma'am. Don't mean to trouble you. My name's John Symington. I was wondering if any of you might have any meat you could spare. Just 4 meat for a cup of joe to warm these old bones? Well, wait, what's that sack you're holding up? Old bones, like I said. Sure, here you go. Thank you kindly, ma'am. You're a real saint, so you are. No problem. Goodbye. Magimatech refrigeration. Bluth was obviously stolen and dragged here. These folk looks like they're here for some serious business. Whoa there, kiddo. This is a private party, club members only. Yeah, like he said, club members only. What kind of club is it? It's the fraternal order of people who bribed us more than we're earning as gate guards. Fop bum egg? I never heard of it. How do I join? What are you, thick? I thought it was obvious, pal. You'd give us meat. How much? 500. Yeah, 500 meat. Clancy, I told you knock off that repeating business. I was like, would you take a beating instead? How am I supposed to come up with that kind of meat? He could try panhandling with the other bums over in Gold Lake Park. Where's that? Just north and west of here. You can't miss it. Yeah, you can't miss it. For the love of Mike, Clancy, dry up. As you're walking, Gabby strikes up a conversation. So you are new in Ocean City? Your first time at it? Yeah, that's right. What thinks you have got of it? Well, to be honest with you, it seems a little run down. Yes, Gabby understands you. It is much nicer before an economy happened. Lots of people, very excitement. Oh, have you seen the boardwalk yet? It's like a cat wearing pajamas. What? It has games there and a future teller. Well, that does sound like a cat wearing pajamas. We'll check it out later. Goldthwaite Park. Hello? The park groundskeeper is inspecting a clipboard with the panic paralysis of someone who has so much work to do that he can't do any of it. Hi there, is something wrong? Huh? Oh, sorry, miss, I didn't want to seem rude, but I'm much too busy to chat. I'm stuck running this place by myself, and there's about a million things to do. Well, I could use a little extra pocket meat. How about I help out? That would be great, except there's a new city regulation to disallow hiring random part-timers. Since this is a municipal park, any official government contracts are allowed to work here. There's a law against side quests? Why? Just to be a thorn in my side as far as I can tell. It's not like any of these tests are dangerous or anything. You got kind of a cagey look on your face when you said that. Okay, well, 2 of them are dangerous. But that isn't even half, and I submitted a request for help weeks ago and still haven't heard anything back. Well, you're in luck. I just happen to be an official government contractor. That would be terrific, but I am going to need to see some proof of that. Lie through my teeth. Oh, you don't believe me? I'm hurt. I'll have you know I was recruited by Mr. Johnson himself. Who? Johnson, from Parks and Rec? Geez, man, don't you know your own department? He'd be outright dismayed to hear. No, that Johnson. No, that's fine. No problems here. Great. What did you need me to do? Well, that depends. What kind of contractor are you? I'm, a landscaper. Perfect. Our carnivorous plant exhibition in the botanical gardens has gone out of control. When you say out of control, as in this is less a job for pruning shears and more of a baseball bat with nails in it. The groundskeeper unlocks the maintenance shed behind him. Can't promise there's anything you'll need in here, but feel free to borrow whatever strikes your fancy. Get right on that. Cookies! Oh boy, oh boy! Looker, but it's not locked. Got some maintenance overalls. Okay. It already. Miscellaneous junk. You got jump mail and a sharpening stone. Shelf full of herbicides and weed-killing chemicals. Park maintenance laws. They wouldn't be interesting even if you were just pretending to work here. Sign about those pointy rocks. Few of my favorite pointy rocks. You enter the botanical garden to find it overrun by dangerous-looking weeds. Manatorus champetarius, to be precise. You know this detail because you minored in cryptobotany. That's the power of education. Drink plants while looking at plants. Tea. Tea is so thick it's almost a porridge. None of the 3 mints you've ever heard of. This botanical garden really is good. It's actually doubly weak because the mushrooms were weak and they didn't steep them for long enough. It looks so sad. Its control system for the botanical garden's extremely complicated watering system. Northern beer barrel cactus. Note, beer removed due to prohibition. Northern palm tree. Do not punch. Don't tell me what to do. Ouch. Lannis sword leaf. Ooh, one of them is ripe. Harvest the dangerous leaf. Got a sword leaf sword. Ugh. That's neat. Use the sword leaf. Plants do not look like they belong here. Let's fight them. Get them. Wow. Whip. Lap slap. Got one of them. Chewy. yeah. We have successfully weeded the botanical garden. Joshua tree, named for its discoverer, David E. Tree. Wetlands nasty bramble, donated by a patron with no regard to safety for the staff. Eyegrass, caution, avoid prolonged eye contact. Highland bone bush. We are beginning to believe that the specimen was donated as a joke. Dealt with your botanical uprising. Well, good. Here's your official city payment. Thanks. Oh, great. We've got some real trouble at our Lepidopterarium. Right. Lepidoptera. Got it. Your butterfly zoo. A bunch of horrible monsters got in, and I'm afraid they're going to hurt the butterflies. Some of them are rare and expensive. Can you describe these monsters? Nope. I very deliberately did not get a close look at them. Sounds awful, but alright. Okay, gotta go this way. Really going to town on that oboe. Hey, miss, can you spare a little meat? Here you go. Thank you kindly, miss. No fishing. Since there's no water in the fountain, you assume it means no fishing for compliments. Good advice. It's the butterfly zoo. Giant cricket is investigating the butterfly house thing. Two giant crickets seem to be having a silent conversation. Bench for sitting on while the bugs land on you. It is sniffing the air, messing with the water in the bird bath. Is it still a bird bath if it's for butterflies? Fish. Got nasty goo. Deal 10 sleaze damage. Got all the butterflies floating around. Nice. Glad to know that Gabby is immune to bleeding. Emerson the Starling has grown stronger. You have successfully exterminated 40% of the giant crickets. Well. No longer bleeding. Beautiful. Cool. Got rid of the gross monsters and the Lepiduper or whatever. Do you know they were actually giant? I don't want to know what they were, thanks. I'd like to sleep at night. Here is your official city payment. Thanks. Anything else you need done? Well, that's plumb convenient. Haha. Haha. Our fountain stopped running because it requires real specific water pressure, and the pressure we get from the municipal water supply has gotten unreliable lately, so I need someone to go down and adjust it. I'll unlock the manhole for you. Go. Down the hatch. Stop messing with these switches. The fountain does not work unless the pressure is exactly 40 gallons per minute. Currently reads 57 gallons per minute. It's there. Got it. Ah, yeah. Taking my fishing anyway. Okay, 9 meat. How did it even get on the hook? Push it too much. Fix your fountain. It's run really nice and smooth now. Statue polisher? Oh, thank God! I wasn't looking forward to doing that job. I think the birds must be eating leftovers from the old Snackle Cakes factory. It's horrible. Here's a rag. Wipe it clean. It's a statue of Corinthia Beschenbossel, mayor of Ocean City. 1805 to 1823. It's credited with putting Ocean City on the map by suggesting maybe we should build a dock or something so boats can park here. There we go. Then you get a good look at it. Statue of the Kola War soldier. May the forces of the Red continue to dominate and refresh forevermore. Dedicated in 1919 by the National Kola Association. Here's to all the brave boys in blue who took the ultimate challenge. Dedicated in 1919 by the Ocean City VCW. Daniel Ocean founded Ocean City in 1770 and on his deathbed in 1804 requested that visitors to this monument only view the statue from the left, as he felt that was his better side. Owl skeleton. This statue, hand-chiseled from photo reference and enchanted to drive away mice, was gifted to Ocean City in 1902 by Hobart Buppert. Security guard. Security guard? That's awfully humble for a police officer. What? I mean, since the municipal police force was entirely replaced with contractors, you might as well call yourself a cop, right? All the rest of them do. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. There's a hobo that's been hanging out by the park fountain. I'd like you to move him along. Is he causing trouble? No, not as such. Everyone likes him, but busking in the park is against city ordinance, and rules are rules, you know? Hey, I need you to leave the park. You what? Yeah, sorry, but the caretaker says you gotta go. There's a city ordinance against busking here, he says. Huh. Funny how that only starts getting enforced after I stop giving the bozo a cut. Of course, you and I both know only the police can actually run me off out of here, and you ain't no flatfoot. This is true. Could you leave as a favor to me? Well, you seem like a decent gal, but it's not so decent that I'm inclined to do you that kind of favor, you know? Darn. Make it worth your while. Well, lady, if you want me to take this B flat elsewhere, I'll need half a C note from you. All right. Can't ask for fairer than that. See you around. Thanks. Bye. Got the hobo to leave. Did you beat him up? What? No. Are you sure you're a cop? Just kidding. Here's your official city payment. Thanks for all your help. Goldwith Park's looking in ship shape. Thanks to you. Here, take this for your trouble. It's been in the lost and found for years. If whoever lost it was gonna find it, they'd have found it by now. Ring of Repulsion. Begin every combat shielded. Still not quite enough, probably because I ended up giving the hobo like 50% of what I had, but I'm gonna equip that instead of the SIT ring. What's in the science department? I didn't actually look to see what was in the science center. Oh. Wondrous world of alchemy. These rocks are as boring as all the other rocks you've seen. No thanks, that sound. Complementary dihydrogen monoxide. This exhibit would be more educational if any of the gizmos were labeled. Gigantic pendulum. You don't trust the pendulum enough to get any closer to it. Tesla coil. Edison coil. Oh, whoops. I got too close. You found it. The world's least remarkable rock. Let's go to the boardwalk. Gabby takes a piece of candy out of her purse and tosses it in her mouth and holds the purse to you. Want one? Sure, thanks. Oh, your purse is entirely filled with saltwater taffy? Taffy, not caffy. Woo. Yes, it's Gabby's favorite. You got some licorice taffy. I guess I did hear somewhere that goblins process sugar really effectively and don't need as many vitamins as humans. Ha ha! Jealous? A little bit, yeah. Maybe not so much about the licorice, but... Ocean City Boardwalk. You're not sure if this lamppost is holding up a hobo or vice versa. Hi there, I'm Stitches. Well, hey there, pleased to meet you, Stitches. I'm Dusty. What's up, Dusty? Oh, nothing much, just hanging around. I was gonna run a 3-card monte down here on the boardwalk, but that didn't pan out. Why not? Well, there's a fella already running a game down the way, and I just prefer not to step on his toes. Just a matter of professional courtesy, you see? I see. And also 'cause carnies get really scary about that kind of thing, and I ain't looking to be murdered anytime soon. Any way I can help? Well, that's real kind of you. I was thinking if I was looking for a different corner. Can you spare a nickel for a cup of joe to get my feet moving? Sure. Thanks, lady. You're a real good egg. She gives you a jaunty wave and wanders off. I hope I get some kind of good, mojo later on because of all the money I'm given to hobos. Fortune teller's tent. Tarot readings. Complain about the price. Not now. You enter the dimly lit tent to see a teenage girl dressed as an old woman sitting at a velvet draped table. She points to the sign on the wall. It says tarot readings 50 meat. Not right now. Tony Fiasco, hat photographer. As you enter, the photographer, who is busily adjusting a complicated-looking camera on a tripod, gestures to a nearby wastebasket without looking around. If it's more bills, there's my inbox. Hello? Oh, you ain't the jumping Jehoshaphat, baby. Where have you been all my life? Excuse me? That face. That's exactly the face I've been looking for. It's perfect. Thanks, I've grown rather attached to it myself. Hey, you're funny too? Baby, I love ya. You're incredible. Listen, do you know who I am? Sign of your roof said Tony Fiasco for hat photographer. That's right, baby. That's exactly right, and I'm gonna be the biggest hat photographer in the city. No, the country. No, the world. But there's something I need first. A face? A portfolio. You know what I need before I got a portfolio? A face. Your face, baby. Well, don't say no. Don't you dare say no, baby. Listen, it's easy. All you gotta do is stroll in here wearing a hat, and all I gotta do is take a photograph of that hat, and we're both gonna be rich. Rich? Rich. Me with my portfolio, and you with the 30 meat I'm gonna pay you for every picture. Huh. Well, gotta be different hats, though. Gotta be a different hat every time. I can't pay you for nothing for the hat. I can't pay you nothing for the same hat twice. Got it? Okay, how about this hat? Is that an uncursed fedora? Perfect. I love it. Here's your meat, baby. Spend it in good health and come back soon, okay? Okay. I don't think I have any other hats right now. Or maybe I do? I do. Go back and... Is that a broken coconut? Perfect. I don't think I have anything else, though. I think that's all the hats that I have at the moment. Back to the uncursed fedora, because I actually like that hat. This grouchy looking guy is standing under the shade of this tiny building's eaves. He glares at you silently. Game of skills, test your everything. Step right up, step right up. Test your strength and your agility and your intellect. Every winner gets a prize. You there, miss. Care to face the challenge of a lifetime? Only 10 meat. What's the challenge? I like to start newcomers off with something relatively easy. All you have to do is guess my age, throw a dart to pop a balloon, and drive a nail into this board with one swift swing of a hammer. At the same time? That's right. Care to try it? Not right now. Well, not with that attitude, you won't. What? Privatized healthcare station. Hehehe. Long pier, but you don't want to take an even longer walk off it. It's a fishing rod. Find an empty bag nearby that you can use to hold any fish you manage to reel in. Nice. You cut a whiplash rubberneck. You toss it in your fish sack. Okay. Got a long butter pike. Wow, a ring. Looks like it got dropped in there ages ago. Scarlet Pimpernel. Pinch-faced lagoon carp. Like, what do these do exactly? Oh, fish in the sack. Just sell it. Bag of all the terrible fish you've caught. Current value is 9 meat. Well, at least there's a way for me to consistently get money. I got a bucket of chum. Pennsylvania Turnpike. Definitely need, it's the best medicine. Gauze turban. And I got 30 meat. Sweet. Looks like you've cut everything that was here. Have just enough for the fridge factory. Well, hey there, miss. Aren't you Stitches? I'm Ferris Johnson. Hi. How'd you know my name? Well, we hobos are a tight-knit little community. When someone's been helping us out, word gets around. Well, that's nice. Hello, Creepy. You've been nice on balance. Why don't you come visit our camp? We'd be glad to have you. Where is it? You just head down 12th Street till you see the lot where the old hardware store used to be, and then you take a... You know what? This'll be simpler if I just mark it on your map for you. Yes, please. Takes out a pencil stub and marks a cluster of little boxes on your map. Come by any old time. Sure. Location unlocked. Ocean City Hobo Camp. Bid him adieu. Ready for a party or what? Yeah, you ready to join the party, huh? Clancy, quit it or I'm gonna slug you one right in the mush. Okay, I've got 500 meat. Thanks and welcome to the club. Yeah, welcome. Thanks, I guess. Here's your membership ring. Hands you a ring and the whole group of mobsters wander off, divvying up your meat as they go. Bop, bum, egg. Ring. Huh, the organization is actually real? Fop, bum, egg? Time to check out that factory. Refrigerator truck, but not the kind you're probably thinking of. 2 counts as a fleet, they have a whole fleet of these things. Wow, it's really cold over here. Okay, go over there. Fridges are brand new and empty and thus quite boring. Workbench doesn't seem big enough for refrigerator repairs. Chest of tools for fixing upright refrigerators. Got some scrap metal, sharpening stone, and anarchist's hardware. Control. Control booth is locked from the inside. Somebody's gonna be in big trouble. Looks like it's going to go down over there. It's all there, 40 cases. It's all there, Gluck. Got the meat. Mr. Poindexter. Surprise inspection. Curious. What the heck? Let's see what's going on over yonder. Seems to be a bit of a standoff between the mob guys and the other ones. Cautiously approach. The scary top hat nerd stares at you with barely any expression on his face, apart from a faint sneer. It appears we have an interloper. And you are? Stitches McMaid. Jim Turris. Puddin' tame. None of your business. What's wrong with your hat? I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about. It's all spooky and, like, see stars through it. I have no time for this nonsense. Mr. Gluck. Curious. Regardless, please dispatch this interloper, Mr. Gluck. Uh-oh. Top guy hat gives a taut nod, then leaves the same way he came in a horrible, weird spiral of negative space. The weird shadow monster that was once a person turns to face you. Hello. Shadows begin to gather around him, abstract, menacing shapes. Hey, you mob guys, can I get you to give me a hand with this? Considering the newly terrifying Mr. Gluck is between us and the exit, seems like we've got no choice. Take on the Gluck. Ooh. Okay. That is definitely startling. Oh. Spooky damage. Ouch. Chomp. Spooky damage. Thanks. Hey, bleed damage. almost there. Yay! The shadow creatures defeated, the two mob guys brushed themselves off. Well, this caper got me all balled up. And how? The whole scene is nutty as a squirrel's mistress. Come on, let's Amscray. Forgot who was just talking there for a second. And how? This whole scene is nutty as a squirrel's mistress. Come on, let's Amscray. They tip their hats to you and make for the door. Investigate what's left of the guy. He mostly dissolved into a cloud that dissolved into a cloud of that weird shadow stuff. There were a few objects on the ground, a pocket watch, a bake pouch, and an official-looking document of some sort. Deed to the speakeasy. Ooh. Take a quick look at the document. Turns out that this Gluck guy was the owner of the speakeasy, and now you are. Maybe. Is that how deeds work? Well, what do you know? This booze looks dangerous, and it appears to be tainted with some kind of sinister magical energy. Experimental, not for lunches. Orange has been fitted with an experimental automatic ice cube maker. Unfortunately, it's made one single gigantic ice cube that fills the entire fridge. Guess if you ever need a block of ice as big as you, then here's where you can get it. No reason to mess with this crane now. You don't have to leave the building open to open your map, by the way. You can just click the napkin up here. Okay. I don't have cold armor. Oh, all toolbox. Got a disposable ratchet and a sharpening stone. Oh, you can use this to add bonus damage. Excellent. Might as well. Oh, it's been sharpened already. Well, fine. Increase all stats by 3 or reduce the enemy stats by 3. 300 meat. What a windfall. Gain 3 to 5 extra meat after combat. If this factory is leaving you cold, you could always leave. Yes. It's the Hobo camp, but let's go back to Plunkett for now. On your way to where you're going, you happen to notice a guy across the street. In particular, you notice that he's sitting on top of a mailbox. He notices you too and extends his hand towards you for a handshake. You call out across the traffic. Hi. You realize that I'm about 30 feet away, right? Yeah, but I can't leave the mailbox. Sometimes I regret my curious nature, but I guess I'll ask anyway. Why can't you leave the mailbox? Come on over and I'll tell you. Sure. Marvin. Hello? There's a mailbox here, with a guy sitting on top of it. The guy reaches down from his perch to shake your hand. Hi, I'm Marvin. Hi, Marvin, I'm Stitches. What are you doing up there? A stunt? A stunt? Doesn't seem particularly stunty, you're just sitting there. Yeah, but I've been sitting here for... He looks at his watch. 7 months, 15 days, 9 hours, and 41 minutes. Why? Why? It's a stunt. Okay, but are you protesting something? Are you trying to attract attention to some kind of cause? Nope. You have money riding on this? Is it for a bet or a contest? Nope. I feel like you don't really get the concept of a stunt. I guess not. Say, would you mind helping me out with something? Sure, what's up? I've mainly been eating snackle cakes while I've been up here, and I'm out. Can you go grab some more for me? Snackle cakes? Are you serious? I'll admit they're an acquired taste. I suppose nobody other than you wanted to acquire the taste of powdered milk mixed with sawdust and the nails still in it because Sneckle Mills went out of business years ago. Yeah, but the shelf life on those things is incredible. It's what makes them so good for stunt rations. Got my supply from Hiram's grocery store down the street. Can you go pick me up some more? Sure. Hiram's. Two goblins wearing shorts with suspenders and carrying, those things, those marching band things. They're like an upright harp, except instead of strings, they have metal xylophone bars. Those things. Anyway, those goblins are carrying those, and they interrupt you. Hi, hello. Hi, what's up? You are intruding on territory of the Glocklins Inn. Am I? I don't know what a Glocklin is. We are Glocklins. We both. We are the toughest all street gangs in Ocean City, but you think about it. You sure do look particularly tough. That's true. We do it. Your xylophones are pretty cool too. What? Xylophones? These are glockenspiels that we have. Oh, Glocklins. I get it down. I am so outraged over you. I think we shall a mugging do. Fight the Glocklins. Yes, they're pretty easy. Get him, Gabby. Got Glocklenhosen and Birkenlocks. Or Birkenglocks, sorry. You won. That'll teach those goblins to do whatever they thought they were doing. Whee! The door is not excited about the idea of you going through it. Fill the trash can. Dig through it? Heck yeah! Your efforts are rewarded with one shoe. Check for a second one. There isn't a second one. Bored-looking hobo lounges against the wall of a decrepit building. Hi there. Oh, there. I'm Stitches. Samuel? I'm looking for Hiram's grocery. Is this it? Was. No, it wasn't. When? A couple. Been standing here this whole time? What are you doing here? Just waiting. Waiting for what? Sorry. You looking for work? Yeah, just for the road. I don't think you're gonna find any work here. Doesn't look to me like another store's gonna open up here anytime soon. Yeah, maybe you can take a cab to a different store or something? Oh, then. Tips his hat to you and whistles for a passing cab. Good luck. Yank the boards off. Go in. It's very dark. Through it. Got lip balm. Even the mice would be disappointed with this shelf. The only thing left on this shelf is a pair of rusty tongs. Got some barbecue tongs. Shelf is so empty it doesn't even have a shelf. Nothing but trash on this shelf. Counter is dusty and long abandoned. The register is empty unless you know someone who accepts mouse droppings as currency. Behind the counter, find an old invoice from a shipment from the Snuckle Mills factory which is marked as never having arrived. Factory's address is listed. Unless... Empty shelf. No, it's empty. Unless... No, it's definitely empty. But wait! Listen, it's empty, I promise. Fine. Oh, wait, what's this? What? What? Haha, just kidding. There's nothing. Gotta be mean about it. Knuckle Mills. You hear a wet burbling noise coming from an alley and cautiously peer around the corner. Two more of those weird fish-headed guys are rooting around through the trash cans. You don't think they're the same ones from before, but since you're not hugely familiar with anthropomorphic fishmen, It's hard to be sure. One of them suddenly looks up and blinks in your direction. Crap, did it see you? Guess we're fighting. Ring of repulsion! Just like a random... Okay. Weird. I have no idea where this thing came from, but, okay. Go, Gabby. I might say you reduce those chumps to chum, but despite that being a pretty good fish pun, it would imply the existence of a much larger fishman who would be attracted to the bait. I don't think you want that. Grab a case from Marvin. You really take the cakes. Ha ha ha. Don't have enough moxie to get through there. This crate is full of baking soda. The tarp is there to keep vinegar from getting into it. Empty vegetable oil drums. This must be the front door to the factory. Wait, is this the front of the factory or the back? The door doesn't appear to be locked, but it sure doesn't open. On closer inspection, it seems to be rusted shut. I do not currently have enough muscle to open that. Well, let's go back to Marvin since we have his cakes. You see some super hardened sap oozing out of a wound in one of the Ocean City Street's trees. Snap up the sap. Chip off the hardest parts of the sap. The hardest part is the chipping. You got impenetrable shellac. Marvin's still sitting on his mailbox. Any luck getting those snackle cakes? I'm really jonesing for whatever it is they use for frosting. Here you go. Thanks a million. Take some meat for the cakes, and I'll give you some sitting tips. You got the perk expert sitter. You're so good at sitting down that you make it look even easier than it normally does. Thanks, Marvin. See you around. Random stranger's door. Well, I guess we'll go back to Plunkett Street. You're walking down one of Ocean City's residential streets. On the way to where you're going, you hear eerie music coming up from upstairs window from a nearby house. Unlocked eerie music house. Fancy Dan. Did you find Oliver? Yes. I don't like the sound of it. Oliver is gone. The handoff went really badly. Yeah, that too. Fancy Dan makes a variety of faces at various points in your story because Fancy Dan is a good listener. Indeed. It says the ownership of the speakeasy is automatically transferred to whoever has physical possession of this deed. Huh. Is that legal? None of this is legal. Oh yeah. Guess you're my new boss, baby. Let's have one drink to mourn the old boss and another one to celebrate the new one. Good idea. Guess we ought to change the name since, well, Oliver's Place is no longer Oliver's Place. I suppose that's right. Got any ideas? Well, you could go traditional or just call it Stitch's Place, or something hip like the Purple Door, or something incisive like and avant-garde like, I don't know, Noblesse Oblige. Stitch Easy. Stitch Easy. I like it. Now down to business. To business. We make the beer in-house so that it's safe, but we're out of everything else, and based on your story, I'd say the stuff at the factory isn't safe to use. If you can find booze or mixers or garnishes, bring it back here. Any idea what to get started with? No, but you might check with Barnaby. Barnaby? Dan points at the milky-eyed sod at the table by the wall. He doesn't see very well, but he's got a good nose for news and a sixth sense for booze. He might know where you can find what you're looking for. Thanks. Hey, Barnaby. They try, but they'll never dam up the flow. Okay. Distilled to its essence, a lake is just a valley abandoned. Alright. The lake is deep enough to drown dreams, but not the sins of the grandfather. I have no idea what that means. But we have another cursed item that we can cleanse, so. The dangerous pocket watch. The machine snorts the pocket watch up into its dome and begins its strange loud work. The pocket watch is pulled this way and that, and it ticks. It becomes tits, and it becomes talks. I don't even. And it's talks sots, and as its three hands are forcibly bent back, you swear you hear screams. Then it's done. The watch falls into your laps, now set to 1726:15. Watch's curse now resides within the machine. Want you to project your consciousness into it? Sure. In your mind's eye, you see the hands of Pocket Watch spin back on themselves with jittery violence. With each revolution, the face of the watch itself expands until it is larger than you, and the building, and the street. The whole world lives in the blur of fast-running hands, in which you see life go by in reverse time. Submarines turn to longships, cities to stone dwellings, cowboys to courtesans. You are traveling faster and faster to the beginning of time itself, and there's no telling when the ride will end. I am now a dinosaur. Calliope. Don't eat the cat. I'm not gonna eat the cat. Eat Charles. Jessica looks pretty busy. Gabby nods cheerfully at you. Mary's desk. Shelf full of books. With those two solid forks? No, you lack the opposable thumbs necessary to turn a doorknob. You're completely contained in here unless you figure out how to open doors. Break down the door. I'm a big dinosaur. You slap your prehistoric tummy against the wood, but it doesn't make a dent. Maybe that's why dinosaurs went extinct. Couldn't open doors. Rawr. You do. Open a door. Eat Jessica. Eat Charles. Eat Gabby. Eat cat. Stitch the rug. Door to nowhere. Boinka 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 boinka. I can't open a door, but I can eat Jessica. What strangeness afflicts thee? Never mind, for the sun transits the horizon, and I grow ever the more in need of thy assistance. Understand, whilst you sleep under this roof, thou art my lodger, and a signature on this paperwork is by me required. Open the doors for me. Curious, madam, for I did not believe those doors to be locked. Well, what do I know? And thou wilt find the telephone table thither, a key to satisfy thy need. You start talking like this. A provocative remark, madam, and by thee my well-made. Check the message pad to the phone. There's a note for you, dinosaur. No phone number. Thank you. Eat phone. Chomp. Stitches attend thy temper. Have any dexterity. Hey, easy does it, baby. We're all hungry. Please help, I am a dinosaur. Can you open the door for me? What's that? Greta Garbled? Please help, I'm a dinosaur. Yeah, baby, yeah. Eat the cat. Gabby. Ooh there, Hoss. What's got y'all horns and rattles? Been dipping into the nose paint again? Gabby doesn't talk like that. Open a door for me. Oh, I don't know. Never had a head for puzzle stitches. That's got me right funkified. Sure is, partner, sure is. Gabby, I'm a dinosaur. Oopa, peep you, and I'm the quickest draw in the West, sure enough. Dost thou tarry, good madam, the absence of thy John Hancock on my paperwork grows ever more urgent. Thy signature, if it pleases thee. Now I gotta try what's going on with the cat. Aw. I feel really bad about the cat. Oh. The chessboard. Chomp chomp. Chair over. Stitches. Flip the table. Relax. I can finally open the door. You expend considerable effort wrangling your claw around the knob only to find the drawer locked. Eat the table. Your stomach is bigger than your brain, and you devour the entire table in a few quick bites. The key to your door now lays safe and sound in your dinosaur stomach. Oh, behave. Real groovy pocket watch you got there, Stitches. I like the way it tick-tick-ticks, you understand me? A lot of power in that timepiece, a lot of power. Would you make a promise to me? Would you promise not to throw that power away? A lot of good can be done with that groovy power. Charles doesn't call me baby. I hear you, kitty cat. What'd you say, kitty cat? Will you do me a promise? Promise not to throw away the groovy power in that timepiece? Yeah, let's do it, man. Groovy, kitty cat. Absolutely smashing. Shake on it, kitty cat. Good, strong, solid handshake. Sorry, kitty. Read a paper. Peruse the newspapers, clouds making only minor holes in the shelf full of books. Can't relate to most of the books they have here, but there's a travelogue by Diplodocus that proves moderately diverting. Your talons carve the letters HELP into the chalkboard. I can finally sign my name. You scrawl an uneasy line. I'm much obliged, Stitches, and I hope from now thy sleep is all the more sweet for this legal correctitude. I can finally open the dang door. So we meet at last. With I looking the older man, though you are far older than I shall ever be. I've never saw this room before. You are the Alpha and the Omega, you the beginning of time and I its end. Will you walk with me, dear friend, to watch the death of our world and the birth of another? Just trying to unforce a pocket watch, pal. Roar. tick tick. The hands of the uncursed pocket watch beat on boats with the current borne correctly into the future. You pull the pocket watch out and look at it. It's gained some luster. Curse is lifted, time is in its rightful home, and you no longer have a tail. Reduce the enemy's muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 5 once per fight. Yeah, baby. Excuse me? Found the watch. It was complicated. You were surprised you told me it was simple. Well, you know the drill. Strap it on, jump in the uncurse. Already did. I mean, it's a pocket watch, so I didn't strap it. Good, good. Go get some sleep, okay? You look like you've been through the ringer. I won't dispute that. What's over here? I had a weird feeling about it for some reason. Nestled among the books and papers is a book of old, but still valid, postage stamps with a few missing. It's surrounded by a haze of weird, shadowy energy, but you can still clearly see the illustrations of cute dogs on them. Wait a minute. Cute dogs? That's just like the stamp that survived your luggage fire. Oh, dang, of course! That stamp is what destroyed your luggage. All the best stuff was in there. Clothes, your teddy bear? That tears it. This shadow business has become personal. I mean, it was personal already because of Murray being your uncle and all, but now it's extra personal. Grr. What's up? These stamps. These stamps have shadow gunk on them, and one of them killed my luggage. Oh my gosh. I guess that was my fault. I ran out of stamps, and I found those inside Murray's desk. I didn't even think to test them. I'm so sorry. It's not your fault. It's whatever's causing this dang shadow stuff. I'm definitely going to put a stop to it, though. Wait, how many of those stamps have you used? Just one, thankfully. The rest must have already been gone when Murray found them. Well, that's good, at least. Reason why it's smoking. This wasn't here before, was it? No, the antique bookshelf man came by this morning and Charles couldn't resist the deal. Wow, I can't believe I slept through the antique bookshelf man. All those books are in Latin. Never learned Latin myself. So who knows if it's the history of the Roman Empire we got there or pornography. Could be both. Know any Latin stitches? Are you kidding? Oui. Only pig. I don't know any Latin. Oh, yeah, that's the Latin word for pig. No, I mean pig Latin. The word for Latin, or the Latin word for pig is pig Latin? Fascinating language. You select a random book from the Latin language collection. Lorem ipsum dolor sedamet appears to be about graphic design in the Holy Roman Empire. Hard to imagine that knowledge becoming relevant to your quest, but hey, now you know where to find it. What's this? You got History's Worst Honking. How'd that slip in there? Better take it. Clearly too modern to have any resale value in an antique store anyway. History's Worst Honking. Encyclopedia of Annoying Noises Over the Ages. Grants combat skills, sacks of violence. Deal 1 physical damage to all enemies each round. Ooh. Magna. Hey, Stitches, before you go to bed, I need you to approve a new tenant for the storefront next door. What? Why is that up to me? Somebody's got to do it. There's 3 applicants for the place. Okay, what are they? First applicant is 10 Things I Had About You, a hat store, I presume. Terrible name. Second is Bertram's Bakery. Bert's a buddy of mine from my restaurant days. He makes a good loaf. The last applicant is La Table Enchanti. It's like a high-end kitchen store, magical utensils and the like. So hats, a bakery, or the fancy magical I'm caught between the bakery and the fancy kitchen place. I think Bertram's Bakery might be the best one for me, though. Bakery sounds good. Okay, I'll get them moved in and get the next storefront ready for applicants. Thanks, Charles. Alright, I think that was pretty good for a first time look at the new Loathing game. May just go ahead and save pretty soon. A fitful dream. All of your favorite pants gone. It's Jeff, the kid who used to bully you in 3rd grade. Make amends. Hey, Jeff, listen, no hard feelings, okay? I understand in retrospect that you must have had problems at home, and I just want you to know everything is okay now. Jeff swats the overdue library book out of your hands. Ah, I see. Since this is just a dream version of you, you're still as much of a jerk as you were in 3rd grade. Jeff suddenly punches you, knocking out all your teeth. Hey, if this is actually happening, I'd be really mad. Pick up your teeth and walk away. What a jerk. That spooky nerd from the refrigerator factory. Who invited him into your dreams? Excuse me, I need to get past you, I think. You do not belong here. My own dream? I think I'm literally the only person in all of existence who does belong here. This dream is only partially yours. The central vicinity is under different ownership. Whose ownership? I think it should be obvious. I have claimed this region of your dream space for myself. And you are... who? Accountant General Terence Poindexter, decidedly not at your service. I would tip my hat to you, but you do not merit such a gesture. Fine by me. That hat is creepy and evil looking anyway. Poindexter's eyes narrow. He points to the weird device he's holding at his hat. It starts beeping in a fast, irregular pattern. Do I take you to mean that this habit appears unusual to you in a visual sense? Well, yes. Putting it mildly, it's like an anti-hat. Poindexter arches an eyebrow. I must inform the president. You want to talk to President Coolidge about your weird hat? You have misapprehended both subject and object. It is the real president I must speak with, and the top of a conversation will be you. I see. Indeed, you see far too much, in fact. When we next meet, I will have prepared a remedy for this complication. He steps off the edge of whatever it is you're standing on and plummets into the nothingness below. Well, that's a troubling bit of foreshadowing. Bookshelves are not behaving the way bookshelves do when you are awake. Grab a book at random and the bookshelf puffs out of existence. You got vibrations of the nether zones. It's hard to tell what this book is about because it won't stop shaking. Grants combat skill, jazz hands. Back to the waking world. There is a random person in my room. Alarmingly, a man in an expensive suit is standing at the foot of your bed. What the heck? Who are you? You may call me Don Toblerone. I represent a certain organization of, shall we say, like-minded criminals. Organized criminals? Like the mob? Wait, you're the Don of the local mob? The mob boss in my room personally? No, I'm not the Don. That is merely my nomenclature. It's an abbreviation for Donald. Oh, well, that's confusing. It has been a matter of some confusication, yes. I do have a sobriquet, but I don't care for it very much. What is it? Donny Thesaurus. I'm gonna hazard a guess that they call you that because you like long words. That is very astute of you. Of course, this institution comes as no surprise to me. My associators tell me you handled yourself well during the conflagration at the refrigerator manufactorium. I handle myself well all the time. I'm here to propound you for considerationing a certain proposition. Come again? I'm here to make you an offer. Oh, can I refuse it? Certainly, though your refusation should be, shall we say, unadvisatory. What's the offer? From time to time, my collegiates and I have certain requirements, but lack the necessary manpower to achieve them. At such junctures, we can make lucrative arrangements with certain capable individualists. We find ourselves at this moment at a juncture such as the junctures I have thus subscribed. So you want me to do contract work for the mob? Exactingly. Sure. Maybe that's what I am. A mobster. excellent decision, if I may articulate such. So what happens now? Just sit tight, as they say. We will call upon you, telephonically. He gives you a curt nod, then leaves through the room. Then leaves your room through the window. Takes him 3 or 4 tries to work the latch. All right then. Expert sitter. Get it? Got the skill Jazz Hands. If you do Jazz Hands, it will increase your Moxie by 2. Upgrade Jazz Hands. You gotta put the book back in your sack, but the shaky hands cause you to drop it into a bonfire instead. Oh well. My teeth. I don't know what to do with that though. History's worst honking. Sacks of violence. Read the stories of bad hunks in the past and resolve to put some of the good hunks into the future to even things out a little bit. Somebody has stuffed a few pages of sheet music into the back of the book. It's written in a sloppy hand though, so you'll have to really concentrate if you want to learn anything from it. If you do, Sacks of Violence will deal 2 more damage per round. Junk mail. Can't open the letter because you don't have a letter opener. I know it's frustrating, but you have to admit the logic behind it is sound. Dang it. The to-do list. Talk to Jessica to see what the next move is. Cool. Jazz Hands. Sacks of Violence. Alright, I think I'm gonna stop it here. Awesome. Exit. Well, guys, thank you for joining me. I'm glad that we could, have fun with this brand new loathing game. I'll have to see when I can play it next because it is fun, but it does take an awful lot out of my voice because there's so much reading to do. But it is what it is. With that said, let's see who's... Yeah, I figured that's what it was, but that's okay. Let's see who's streaming tonight.
Be completely okay.
Ooh, let's do the 8-bit drummer because I actually like his stuff, and I've never been able to raid him before. He is usually done by the time I have, usually done by the time I'm already, what's the word, done streaming. Raid. 8-bit drummer. Alright guys, we're gonna go ahead and raid the drummer, #Maid raid. I hope you have a lovely night, and I will see you all on Tuesday, and hopefully this time I will actually be able to play, I'll actually be able to play Undertale this time, so, you know, I was able to figure it out in a test run, so hopefully that test run wasn't a fluke. Anyway, you guys have a good night, and bye-bye!